What's up guys, I'm Improv and this is my Ironman. I have no special restrictions and just plan to play the game my own way and show that even if you don't have all day to play, you can still achieve great things. This is Casually Maxing. What's going on guys, welcome back to another video. This video is kind of nice because I got, I guess a little ambitious. I don't know. I was doing Slayer and then I got a Greater Demon task at like 7 p.m. at night and I was just like, you know what, let's go do Zammy. Now, Zammy, for one reason or another, is a pretty intimidating boss. I don't know. For me, it feels like just God War's Dungeon in general is intimidating. I don't really know why, because I feel like things like Corrupted Gauntlet and even some of the other quests are harder than some of the God War's Dungeon bosses, at least once you get them down. So I figured this would be a good time to go ahead and learn Zammy. And honestly, with the Scorching Bow, it's pretty forgiving. Now, if you have a light bearer, it is actually just very free. You don't have to do any sort of technique or anything. But as you can see in the video here, I am very, very new to Zammy in general. I've only gotten 5 KC before coming here. And in those 5 KC, I think it took me like 2 or 3 trips. So some of the content you see here definitely is not going to be the best ever, but we're going to try to get it down. Before we go further into the video, we should talk about the benefits of doing Zammy. Now, on a normal account, obviously making money is going to be the main goal. Whereas on an Ironman, some of these drops are going to be extremely crucial to making it to the late game and just in general for bossing. So here are the uniques that you can get from Zammy. The uniques you can get are the Steam Battle Staff, the Zamorakian Spear, Staff of the Dead, Zamorak Hill, and Godsword Shards. You'll need all 3 of them plus the hilt to make the Zammy Godsword. Now, the Zammy Godsword isn't all that important, but it is something kind of cool to have. Plus, you get the cool Godsword stance, so that's always fun. But the main thing that we really want here is the Zamorakian Spear. So, the Zamorakian Spear is extremely good, very good stab weapon, but the best thing about it is you can turn it into a Zamorakian Hasta at Otto the God Blessed. And in doing that, it becomes one of the best one-handed stab weapons. It also is a very good crush weapon as well. And the nice thing with that is, since it is one-handed, you'd be able to continue to use your anti-dragon shield. So against any sort of dragons, it's going to be one of the best weapons. But like I had said in the video before, we are getting pretty close to 95 Slayer, which means we can go to Hydra. Now, the reason that being able to go to Hydra is so good is because one of the drops you can get from there is the Hydra's Claw. So now, once you get the Hydra's Claw, you can actually combine that with the Zamorakian Hasta to make the Dragon Hunter Lance. Dragon Hunter Lance has bonus damage against dragons, so against things like Ulm, for example, for raids, or against dragons for Slayer, or even against worms, and I believe against Huecoatl as well, you get bonus damage. But again, it is still going to be a one-handed weapon, so you can continue to use an anti-dragon shield or a DFS, a Dragonfire shield, things like that, or even just a defender as well. So it makes it just an extremely good one-handed weapon. Now, it's time to break down exactly what I was doing. So basically, this is called the altar door method, which obviously in this clip I was still learning. It does make the boss a lot easier. And honestly, the altar door method is something that you're going to want to learn for Bandos. It just makes Bandos super easy. And Bandos is something that I'm going to be doing very soon. So I figured I would learn it here. The nice thing with learning it here at Zammy is, since I have the Scorching Bow, if I do mess up a rotation, I don't have to worry about getting back into it. I can just use my spec, finish the kill, and kind of perform a reset that way. But it definitely looks intimidating at first. I mean, honestly, I think the intimidation factor comes from just all the add-ons and everything in the game now. Like, just looking at these ground markers and everything at first, I was like, wow, this is super intimidating. I don't even understand how I'm going to learn this. But honestly, it ended up being not that bad. And to be completely transparent, while I was learning this altar door method, my first couple trips were only like 2 or 3 kill trips, just because if you mess up the altar door method, you do take a lot of damage. And since I don't have a light bearer, I can't just go back to the normal method and continue taking very little damage. So I did mess up a couple times, but I will say once I got it down, I was getting like 20 to 25 kill trips. So it is definitely very, very worth it, and it's very easy. So this right here is what a perfect run would look like with the altar door method. Now, the biggest thing to note is in the beginning right there, you just wait one tick and then click the boss. But then also when you are running and doing this, just make sure that you're not doing it too fast or too slow. So what I mean by that is right here, you want to make sure that you are on that tile before you click, and then you will actually slide the right way. If you click too early, you'll slide in the opposite direction and it won't work out. So every time you're on the red tile and you click, you want to wait until you're on the next red tile, click again, on the next red tile, click again, and then once you're on the green tile at the end, you click, run across, wait till you're on the green tile, click, run, wait till you're on the green tile, and click again. So at the end there, obviously I messed up, but it only had 2 health, so it didn't really matter all that much. But yeah, very, very easy method once you get it down, do it a couple times. The biggest things I was struggling with in the beginning was either clicking too soon or clicking too fast. Now, here is where some of my luck started to kick in. So I think we're about 60 or so kills into Zammy, which, again, I still mess up here and there, which is why I'm on this corner of the room. But that's all good. But look at what we get. Ooh, Zami Hill. First unique here. All right, now we're going to just pause right here for a second because it's something important that I need to show you. Just pay attention to the timestamp down here, okay? Right now it says 1 hour, 4 minutes, 30 seconds, all right? Keep that in mind. Wait, back-to-back hilts. See, this is why I said pay attention to the timestamps here. So the top one is the first one I got. The bottom timestamp is the second one I got. Back-to-back hilts. Now, while it doesn't really do me any benefit to have 2 Zami hilts, that is still so wildly insane. Not only to get a unique back-to-back, but to get the exact same unique back-to-back is wild luck. Insane. So this is basically what I'm starting to look like at just over 60 kills in. So I'm definitely starting to get the timing and fully understand how this method works. And like I said before, it can be used at Bandos. I think that's the only other spot that you would use it though, because at Arma and Sarah, you would basically run around the outskirts of the room and hit. But it still has a method for basically not getting hit or taking as little bit of damage as possible. So we are looking good. I'm very excited for the grind. If you guys enjoy this type of video where I'm basically just doing a boss and kind of breaking down how I'm doing it and why it's important to do, I can do more like these in the future. Just let me know what you guys think of this type of format. Obviously, I will still be doing like my normal like Ironman Progress videos where we'll just be doing like a various amounts of things, especially depending on what I'm focusing on. But I think for bosses, this just brings a lot of attention to the things that people are kind of afraid to get into, especially because, you know, a lot of us, especially the people on my channel, a lot of us are relatively casual players. I mean, I want to be a better player. I just don't have the time to put in to get everything done at a super extremely fast pace. And I know a lot of other people are in that same boat. But this just shows you, I mean, you can learn the stuff. You don't have to be too intimidated by it. Sure, you might mess up a little at first, but you're going to get the hang of it and you're going to be able to figure it out and achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. So, again, I can do this for some other bosses and things, and yeah, I still want to continue to improve at the game and get really good at all of the bosses and everything. It's just going to take a little bit more time to get there, you know? This has been over a 20 kill trip. I'm kind of killing it right now. Ash Collector. So Ash Collector is the Grandmaster test that you get when you kill Krill Tutsaroth 20 times in a private instance without leaving the room. So yeah, that's just 20 straight. Basically, you can definitely achieve that either doing the altar door method or using a light bearer with a scorching bow. Also, this is what my loot is looking like after about 76 Zammy kills. So we made about 38 mil from that because of 2 Zammy hilt drops, which I am very spooned when it comes to that, just because honestly, with those being such a high drop rate, getting 2 and 76 kills and back-to-back is so insane. But I would have rathered a Zammy Spear, but it is all good. We will continue to grind, and If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a sub, drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know. Let me know what you thought of it. All right. I will catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully more Slayer updates on the next one. So I will see you there. Peace.